My name is Mohammad Sartaj Ahmed. Here I am going to present SCCS 2020 conference on analysis of 5-phase induction motor drive with reduced switch 5-level inverter. These are some contents in introduction. In introduction, we will briefly discuss about the multi-level inverter and multi-phase induction motor drives. And in second section we have the reduced switch asymmetric multi-level inverter topology. In this section, we have discuss its basic unit cell and its working principle, its gate pulse generation by the conventional SPWM technique. 5-phase drive. In this section, we have discussed about the 5-level inverter fed with the 5-phase drive and its speed control scheme. Simulation result. We have simulated the 5-phase induction motor drive with 2-level and 5-level inverter and compare its performance. Next further we have going to the conclusion and the references. Introduction. Normally the multi-phase drive having the more than 3 phase. The multi-phase drive has towards more reduction because of its fault tolerant capability increases due to higher number of phases. Because due to increases the number of phases, its disturbance is reduced and additional degree of freedom increases additional degree of freedom, and it reduces per phase current with the same voltage, and it is also reduce DC link voltage, reduce torque pulsation and reduce per phase power, so that the semiconductor switching rating is also reduced. The multi-level inverter is widely replaced with the 2-level inverter because of its lowering THD level and lowering dB by dt level and lowering the torque pulsation, etc. Reduced switch asymmetric multi-level inverter topology. In figure we have shown the basic unit cell of the asymmetric multi-level inverter, where the basic unit cell is responsible to increases the level for both negative and positive level of the voltages of the 5-level inverters. In this basic unit cell have one DC sources and two switches that are either IGBT or MOSFETs. Synthesis of reduced switch asymmetric multi-level inverter. The asymmetric multi-level inverter is cascaded with the basic unit cell and is cascaded basic unit cell with the H-bridge inverter. Where the formula 1 and formula 2 compare the number of switches and number of the bridges between the cascaded multi-level inverter and the asymmetric multi-level inverter. Where the cascaded multi-level inverter to increase the number of level to require the increases the number of bridges, where in asymmetric multi-level inverter to increases the number of level there is only required the number of switches are increases. In table 1, comparison the multi-level inverter with reduced switches as compared to other conventional multi-level inverter such as flying diode, flying capacitance, cascaded multi-level inverter. The number of devices are required are reduces as multi-level inverter with reducing switches as compared to the other conventional inverter as shown in the table. Such as the number of switches. In the flying diode there are 8 switches, flying capacitor there are also 8 switches, cascaded MLI there are also 8 switches. Where is the reduced switches multi-level there are only 5 switches. Number of clamping diode is working for increases the level of output voltage. For diode clamp, that is there are 8 diode are required. Flying capacitance, no diode are required. Cascaded multi-level inverter, no diode are required. Multi-level inverter with reduced switches, only 1 diode are required. Number of floating capacitance is basically added with the output voltage side, where we have stabilized the voltage where the fluctuation occur. In flying the diode clamp MLI there are no floating capacitance, where the flying capacitance there are 8 capacitor such required, and cascaded multi-level no such capacitance required, and the MLI with reduced switches no such capacitor are required. And number of DC bus capacitance to stabilize the DC voltage where the DC sources is connected. Diode clamp MLI, it has 4 DC sources, so it has 4 DC capacitance are required. Flying capacitor 4 DC sources, so it has 4 DC capacitance are required. Cascaded with MLI, it has 2 DC sources, so it has 2 DC capacitor are required. MLI with reduced switches, it has two DC sources, it has also two DC capacitors are required. The operating principle, the switching scheme and operating principle is shown in table 2, and in figure 3 as shows the number, how the number of level increases. Where switch S1 and S2 are on, the number of level increases from 0 to E1. Where switch S1, S2 and S5 are on, the number of level increases with E1 plus E2 with additional with E2. Where the no switches are on, the number of the output voltage is 0 and no level is increases. When the switch S3 and S4 are on, the number of level is going to negative E1, and when S3, S4, S5 are on, the number of level going with E1 plus E2. SPWM for asymmetric MLI. Conventional SPWM technique is used for the gate pulse generation of the 5-phase multi-level of the reduced switches multi-level inverter. We have obtained the variable frequency by changing the frequency of the reference signal. Figure shows the reference and carrier signal. 5-phase induction motor drives. In figure shows the single unit of asymmetric multi-level is formed a single phase. There are such 5 units are required for the 5-phase induction motor to supply the power. Each units are displaced by the 72-degree phase displacement each other. Speed control scheme. In this figure shows that the open loop control scheme is used for the control of speed of 5-phase induction motor, because it is most simple. The basic principle of this scheme is to produce constant flux under all operating conditions. Simulation result. We have simulated the 5-phase induction motor with 2-level and 5-level inverter and compare its performance. In figure we have shown the rotor current output of the fed with 5-level and 2-level inverter. We have shown that the 2-level inverter fed with the induction motor, the rotor current is more fluctuate as compared to the 5-level inverter, so the performance is also improved. And next we have the 5-level output voltage of the inverter for 5 phases. All the phases are displaced by the 72-degree and it is balanced. Next we have the electromagnetic torque produced by the 2-level inverter fed by induction motor and 5-level inverter fed by induction motor. In 2-level fed by induction motor, under no load condition, the torque fluctuation is more and it is steady state achieved at no load condition nearly 0.8 seconds. Whereas the loaded, the motor performance increases, the fluctuation is reduced. But in 5-level inverter, the steady state is achieved at no load at nearly 0.6 seconds, and it is not fluctuate in the under no load condition, but it is more smooth, production of more smoother torque, and under loaded condition it also has improved and as fast as earlier achieved steady state than the 2-level inverter. In figure 12 and figure 13 shows that the rotor speed of the 5-phase induction motor fed by 5-level inverter and rotor speed of 5-phase induction fed by the 2-level inverter. Where the 5-level inverter, the slip speed is low, whereas the 2-level inverter slip speed is high. So we have required to perform the induction motor superiorly, the slip speed as low as possible. Power quality is the main requirement of any drives or any semiconductor devices. Here with the 2-level inverter, in FFT analysis, there are 43% TSD level, whereas the 5-level inverter there are only nearly about 18% TSD level. Conclusion: we have performed the